Hello and welcome to HCS Connects. I'm Kelly Gorel with Hampton City Schools. Today we have James Harris, the executive principal of Phoebus High School, here with us today to tell us all about him and what's going on at Phoebus. So welcome to HCS Connects.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Is this your first time on the show?
It sure is.
Oh, and also your first time as an executive principal.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're over at Phoebus this year, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So before we get into what's going on this year at Phoebus, tell us a little bit about yourself as far as where you started in education.
Certainly. As a military child, we grew up around the world, moved here from Korea, then enrolled here at Barron Fundamental Elementary School, followed by Eaton Middle School, and then Phoebus High School, where I graduated as a Bill Gates Millennium Scholar. I then went on to pursue post-secondary education at Hampton University, where I received both my bachelor's and master's degree.
So you've been in Hampton since elementary school, even as a military child?
Even as a military child.
That's very fortunate because, like you said, you moved around, but landed here.
Yes.
And you are an alum of Phoebus,
Yes.
and now you're back at Phoebus as the executive principal. I mean, that's awesome.
Full circle.
To have that full circle, exactly. So, and you said you're a millennial scholar. What exactly is that?
It was a recognition, scholarship recognition for graduating seniors, in which it's a competitive application process that students have the opportunity to pursue, where you secure recommenders and nominators, and you go through a screening process, and then they select very specific few students to pursue their post-secondary options.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Make it sound like it's a big deal. You're trying to make it sound like, oh, that's an application process, and it's a big deal.
It is.
I mean, that is a very big deal. There are what, like 20,000 plus? And we're talking worldwide.
Worldwide.
Not just Virginia, not just the United States, worldwide. And they narrow that down to under 1,000?
Yes.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
So you're allowed to toot your own horn a little bit. That's a big deal. A big deal for Hampton and a big deal for James Harris to be a millennial scholar. So congratulations to that.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
And you had said earlier that you really attribute that to the education that you received at Hampton.
Oh, most certainly.
With Hampton City Schools and Phoebus High School.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the support, the family environment that I received at Phoebus High School, and just the amazing connections and the exposure. It was one of those experiences where I know that if it wasn't for the people there, that I probably wouldn't have ended up where I was.
And then where you are today.
And then where I am now.
That's
so,
excellent.
Exactly, yeah.
So once you finished your undergrad and your grad, tell us about your teaching experience and your administrative experience.
Well, I worked for the Breakthrough Collaborative for a couple of years, in which it's a nonprofit organization which links under-resourced students to post-secondary options. So we work in the middle schools and also in the inner city. So I worked in Sacramento, California, and I also worked in Norfolk, well, it's housed in Norfolk Academy in Norfolk, Virginia. And then
you were all the way across on the other side of the United States in California, and then came back with that. Okay.
Yes. And then I also worked for Educational Talent Search, which is housed Federal Trio program at Hampton University. I started my teaching career at Hampton High School, where I taught social studies in the International Baccalaureate program. I taught a variety of classes there. Then I became an assistant principal at Bethel High School, and also the freshman academy principal there. And now I'm here at Phoebus High School as the executive principal.
So you're just missing Kickintan. I mean, really, you've been everywhere but Kickintan.
Yes.
You've been a Crabber, a Bruin, now you're a Phantom.
Now I'm Phantom again.
Again, you're right. You started there as well. So you said you were the freshman academy principal at Bethel High School. So what were some of the responsibilities you had as a freshman academy principal?
Well, within the freshman academy principal, it's really working in conjunction with your freshman academy counselor, a team of teachers that are dedicated to students exploring themselves, identifying those questions of who am I, what do I want, and how do I get there, and making sure that the teachers and the students both have the supports that they need to enter into what college or career academy they choose after 9th grade. So it's really that foundational year, and I was there to serve as that support for the students and parents in the community, and making sure that all are involved as we move the students into their college or career academy.
So now you're over at Phoebus, and they have 4 college and career academies as well. So tell us about those 4 college and career academies.
Oh, they are digital video production. We have the advanced college experience at Phoebus. We also have the Academy of Cybersecurity, Engineering, and Robotics, and we also have the Academy of Hospitality and Tourism. So there's a wide variety for students to pursue whichever interest they may have.
That's excellent. Now, you know, you've been an administrator in a high school. You were at Bethel, now you're at Phoebus. But really, as that executive principal, what have you enjoyed the most this first month of school?
Oh, I certainly enjoyed just getting to know the students, getting to know the staff, getting to know the community. The outpouring of love and support from the alumni upon my return to Phoebus has been a great asset, and they've even partnered with us on various initiatives already. So I've just enjoyed embracing the community and getting back to really serving the students and the community at Phoebus. That has been a joy.
And there's a lot of good things going on. Like last year with the culinary, they were a national hunch winner. I mean, there's just a lot of great things. The, what was it, the food to table or ground to table campaign over also that they won from Ford NGL.
Yes.
So 100% accredited without conditions, just a lot of great things going on at Phoebus.
Yes.
So you're stepping into a great school, but you obviously have some goals of your own as you're going forward. So tell us about those goals.
Well, our three overarching themes that we have this year is to build community, to ensure that we have that family-like environment for our students and our teachers. Also to unlock the potential. There are so many students and staff that we believe that you don't have to get straight A's, but you give a straight A effort. And so we definitely want to ensure that we are doing all that we can to support our students. And our number one goal is to enrich the Phantom experience, to make Phoebus High School the premier school in terms of student achievement, student gains, and to continue that upward trend that we're seeing with our students and their engagement level.
And what is the slogan for Phoebus? Because we hear this all the time.
Our purpose is greatness every day, every way. And we start every morning with good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is your better and your better is your best.
I love it. That's excellent. Now, there probably is not a lot of me time whenever you're an executive principal because, you know, like you said, there's a lot going on. And it's not just during the instructional day, it's after school as well. And that's instruction after school. Those are extracurricular activities, meeting with, you know, your stakeholders, supporting your students in sports. But I know that there are other things that James Harris likes to do. So tell us a little bit about your hobbies or interests.
Well, I'm a runner. So that's probably about all I have time for outside of school is to really train. I like to run marathons and half marathons. Just completed the Crawl and Crab this past Sunday. So that's where I spend a lot of my time, training for marathons and racing. I'm also an avid reader. I love to read. And any time that I get to spend with my little one, my daughter, and my family.
So a runner. Now, we have the Run for the Stage 5K annually. That's a fundraiser for our students that are going to community college. And I have seen you out there trying to get that first place. And I think you've come real close.
Oh, yes.
Not last year, maybe the year before.
Yes.
I'm usually at the back of the pack, but I'm still having fun and supporting our students. So you like to run, which that is easier probably to find time because you can get up at dark 30 and do that before the day begins. And then also you mentioned your child.
Yes.
So you really enjoy that as well.
Indeed, indeed.
Any other things that are coming up for Phoebus High School this year that we should be, you know, just on the outlook for?
We are just really making sure that we're embracing the community, and we're inviting the community members, our feeder middle schools, into the school to see the academies in action, because we believe that we have some great academies and opportunities for our students to pursue, and our teachers are just excited about the tremendous trajectory in terms of where we're headed.
And you are headed in a great place. And the academies have been a huge success all around for Hampton City Schools to go wall to wall. And those are our juniors this year. So next school year will be wall to wall from freshmen through seniors.
Yes.
But it is really exciting to go in and really look at those learning spaces. And see the students engaged in the different academies and the opportunities they have and those project-based learning and challenge-based learning projects that they're working on. So that's great that you're having people come in to really experience that.
Yes.
Because once you see it, it's just, you know, you can put it into words, but that visual and that experience and seeing the students, it just takes it to a whole nother level.
Certainly.
All right, so Phoebus High School, the Phantoms.
Yes.
A lot going on right now with the fall. you've got football season as well.
Football season, and we expect a longer season.
You expect a longer season.
A longer season than a regular season.
Let's say last year, Phoebus had a longer season than a regular season, so we'll see if we see some good things coming there. I know that field hockey's getting real strong.
Yes.
So a lot of extra things for the students as well.
Absolutely.
Well, and we also look forward to seeing you and your leadership there for the Phantoms this year.
Certainly.
And thank you for joining us today.
No, thank you for having me.
And thank you for joining us on HCS Connects. In the meantime, stay connected with us. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Jump over to our website or PEG TV. Thanks and have a great day.